Hello everyone, Gilbert here. Welcome to Red Dragon Modelings. I hope your weekend was a safe one, an enjoyable one, stress-free, and that most of you built models. I know mine was. It started out really good. Um, uh, I sat in on a hangout with Liam Dillon, his brother right here, Liam Dillon, and met some amazing people. I got to talk to Lou Del Maso, Aztec Dummies, Lou Del Maso, Aztec Dummies, and a few other people. And it was very enjoyable. It's good to get out there in the community and talk to a few people. I spoke to a couple of Japanese brothers also. It's kind of hard to understand them, but pretty cool. I'm picking their brains. Those Japanese builders are something else. And then I got to work on my 48-hour group build. Now, many of you know in the community that there has been an ongoing 48-hour group build. Now, there are many of them, but this one here, from what I understand, is like the granddaddy of them all. And for the most part, they were mostly cars, but other themes have thrown in there. But you've had folks like Chevy Cheeseburger, Nick Ambergy, Brian Atomic Dog 32, and now you have Aries Styrene, Styrene Bistro, Aries Styrene. Now, Andrew hosted it this past weekend, and the theme that he had for his 48-hour group build was race cars, or I'm sorry, hot rods. So I was sitting down. I thought, you know what? I was talking to the boys, and I thought, let me try it. I've never done a 48-hour group. I'm not a speed builder, but I'd like to try. I hear that it's a lot of fun. So I was digging through the stash. I don't have a hot rod, but I bought one that I was going to rob parts out of, and it was this kit right here, MPC hot rod, Ford Mustang funny car. Bad move. And I'll get to that in a minute. But I remember right before the group building, I showed it to Brian, Atomic Dark 32, and Andrew, Aries Styrene. I showed it to them, and they both giggled and snorted, because I know Brian built this kit. And Andrew says, "You sure that's the kit you want to build?" I said, "Sure, why not?" "Okay." I should have listened to him. I should have. But it was going great. I was having a ball. I started it after I was on. I got off the hangout with Liam, and I was on another Japanese hangout for about an hour, and then I started it about I'd say noon, 12 o'clock Central Standard Time here in the U.S. And everything was going great. Stopped about 11 p.m. because I had that ongoing hangout, so I stopped about 11 p.m. I went to bed, got up, showered, had some coffee, jumped in a hangout again, and right around 11 I picked it up again. Started a hangout, everything was going well. And then all of a sudden, towards I'd say about 4-ish, 5-ish, somewhere around there, all hell broke loose. My wife was tidying up the restroom and slipped, hit the toilet, broke the pipe, the water pipe, flooded the bathroom, and it was a mess. And if you watch the hangout, you can literally hear her screaming for a bucket, to catch the water. But anyway, so I never finished it. In time, that is. So I'd like to show you guys where I left off on the build. Oh, well, I went back to it after the plumber and everything left, and I got about another hour worth of work in it. But I'd like to show you guys where I'm at with it right now. Seeing that I'm no longer rushed on it, I can take my time and touch it up now. But I gave it a good shot, guys. So if you stick around, I'm going to flip this camera around, point it right over here, and I'll show you guys where I'm at. Be back in a second. Okay, now there she is. Now I'm not recording with my Logitech C920, so I'm doing this on my phone, so it's going to be a little shaky. See, he's guarding it, making sure nobody comes near it. There's my big guy there. So there she sits, guys. That's how she looks now. That's my 48-hour build. There's some little odds and ends here that I need to touch up, and I'll point them out to you. Like right there, there's a little booger of paint because I airbrushed that while it was still... I had glued it on there, stupid me, and I airbrushed it. So I got a little goober right there. So that's easily fixed. And that's what she looks like. I still need to put And I got to dry brush these on. These are parachutes, go on the rear. Let me spin that around. So, oh, and the tub, it's not glued in yet. And of course the tub and the glass. I want to hit it with a couple of coats of clear first to seal those decals in. Get the glass in, and then glue everything in. But yeah, there she is. What do you guys think? Now, the instructions say to paint this rear window silver. I didn't want to. I wanted to leave it white and put that decal in there. There's the decals there. I need to touch up these little wheel, the wheelie bar back here. I need to touch those up with a little black in there. Come on. Sorry about that, guys. I don't mean to be bouncing all over the place. But the decals, they laid down beautifully. I had problems with them. The problems I had, and I'll show you guys in a second. Like this one right here split. Right about there. Now it's hard to see it, but right where that B is where it split. I was lucky enough to get it laid down. The paint, no orange peel on it whatsoever, guys. None. This right here, you can see it just a hair. It's got a little wrinkling there, but I'll hit it with another coat of Solvaset, and that should take care of that. This decal is pretty thick in certain places. Now on the box, it tells you to bring that up here. When I laid it down, I didn't notice it. It had shrunk. It was already dry, so I left it, and I had to match it on the other side. So, but other than that, it's good. You see the decals there. They look pretty good. Now, let me bring it down and I'll show you what I was talking about. Some of those decals were wonky, and they exploded on me in the water. They really did. Let me turn this light on so you guys get another view. This decal right here. It's this one right here. Oops, sorry about that. There should have been a piece that comes all the way up to here, from here. When I stuck this in the water, that corner right there, literally in front of my eyes, disintegrated right on the paper. So when I went and pulled it out, I laid it down. Of course, sans that little piece there. So I had to come back on this one and nip it so I can make them both even. But other than that, geez, okay. Oh, I got a little dust there. There you go. Got that off. Sorry about that. That was a little booger there. So I went with these. Again, I'll show you another part where the decal split on me. Where was it? Was it back here? Oh, let me see if I can focus on that. Yeah, focus in. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. This is my phone, so let me back up a little bit and see if I can get it to focus in from this way. Alright. Right about, I don't know if you can see it. No, it might be the other end. Anyway, she's awfully shiny right now, but once I slap it's got a coat of Future on it to seal those in. Once I put the other coat on there, all that'll go away. So, was it on this side? I know one of these split on me right back here in the back. I was on a hangout when it happened, so if you're watching the hangout, you'll see it where it splits. I think it's this one here, right by the H, split in half, and I had to get that together. It also split, and you'll see it right. Whoops, sorry about that. Come on, back up. Back up. Sorry about that, guys. I'm having a heck of a time getting this. There we go. Right here, it split. So I had to get it to, conform as best I could, and I think I did okay. These are all decals. This is a decal on top of this one. This is a decal back here, and then this one goes right on top. But, yeah, it's not too bad. Now, let me get this off, and I'll show you the inside. Again, it's not glued down, so there's the interior. As you can see, I gave some heat exhaust to those. Let's see if I can get it up in there so you guys see that. I heat treated those pipes there. Airbrushed that little fuel tank, and then I went over with some metal powders and gave it little rough edges around the metal. I was asked what I used for a belt. That's the original belt. All I did was I sanded it down with, I took a scalpel blade, this one right here, and I went in and just shaved it until I got it to, let me get it right there, until I got it that thin. Shaved it down, and that's not even painted, guys. That's the original black plastic. I went in and I just started scraping until I got that rubbery look, because the plastic is black, and as I scraped on it, I got that look, and I thought, you know what, that looks great. So I just scraped it down and then lightly sanded it with some 800 grit, and that's what it looks like. This little, whatever you want to call it back here, was a pain in the rear end. Would not fit at all. The guys were laughing at me in the hangout because I literally spent about 20 minutes trying to get, 25 minutes trying to get this to line up. None of it fit. What I ended up doing was I shaved this end down over here, glued one piece on, and had to go back to the other, but it just kept popping over. And you had to be real careful because there's right where this piece here meets with this back bracket, if you bend it too much, you'll end up snapping it. How did I get it on there? I don't know. I put some glue on there. I was talking to Brian, Atomic Dog, on a hangout. I turned around and it was in that position, and I left it alone. Didn't go back to it. This piece here, there's no place where this there's no locator pins or anything for this to go in there. So I just, that's epoxy, 5 minutes epoxy. I mixed some up, put a little dab on it, dropped it right on there. Same thing here. This is all epoxied in there through here, and I went in and I hand painted it. This cover was so bad, the seam in there, that it was just terrible. And I was rushed for time, and I didn't have time to de-chrome that, and I wanted it to stay a little chrome. So rather than painted another silver to throw off this, I just painted it with a brush red to match this back here, and it filled that, if I can back up, it filled that seam up really nice. I mean, it's still there if you're staring at it, but it's not too bad. So I gave it a little two-tone look, is what I did. I also painted the inside of it red. So, yeah, there she is, guys. That's the inside of her. I still need to sand those tires, and that's easy. I can just slowly, just give it some wear and tear. But I stayed with the kit chrome as I was in a rush, and now I wish, if I would have known what I know now, oh well. As I said, none of this was glued down, so all I got to do now is, because I took the advice of Chris Cortell. He says, Gilbert, you make sure that you dry fit, because he had a hard time. Once he put that bucket, you're going to have to shave some off so this will fit on top of it. But there she is. Let me see if I can get this to sit right there. And that'll go back a little bit. Anyway, this is what she's going to look like closed up. And this is what I think Chris was talking about, is like right in here. This piece fitting down snugly where it should be. But yeah, there she is for the most part, guy. So, what do you guys think? I have the glass. I just dunked it in some Future, so she's drying, and then I'll glue that in. And once I glue the glass in, then I'll glue the tub and everything, and she'll be done. So that's my 48-hour build. She would have been done had that pipe not burst in my house. So let me know what you guys think. Be back in a second. So guys, that's where she's at. I still need to put the glass in, but before I do that, I need to hit it with some clear, because working on the plumbing here and having to get all that fixed, and then that was the last thing on my mind. So now I'm just gonna hit it with some clear, let that sit, see how that looks. Maybe hit it with 2 or 3 coats on there, get a nice good shell on it. Slap the glass in, glue the interior in, or the interior bucket, glue that in. But before I do it, I'll touch the little things up here and there. Maybe even wire the motor up. But and then put her in a little display case, and my first 48-hour build. So Anyway, I'm pretty proud of you. You guys, let me know what you think of it below, man. I really would appreciate your comments. I really would. I hope your weekend went well. I hope nothing but the best for you for the upcoming week. Make sure you join us right on Saturday, the Styrene Syndicate show. I'm going to be at Gen Con in Indianapolis, so if any of you are going to be there, stop by, say hello, man. Should be pretty fun, man. There'll be a lot of pics, a lot of videos. I'll let you guys report in from there. So until then, this is Red Dragon saying peace. You know, enjoy life, man. Really enjoy life. Leave the drama to the queens, you know, all the bickering. Leave that to the queens, you know. We don't need it. Build a model. Just build a model, brothers. Peace.